kids love about you. That could even be your fur babies too, but just whoever your babies are, adopted babies, whatever it may be. What do they love about you? Before we get started, thank you guys so much for the support you send my way. Thank you for everything that you do to make my life better. The compliments, the comments, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the donations and purchases, people who leave tips after they purchase. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and everything that you do really helps me far more than you guys know. So thank you so much for that. And thank you as well to our guides, our ancestors, our angels, for being there to help in these readings and to bring us together when we need to see these messages. So, here are your piles today. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And we are going to get started with pile 1. Pile 1. What do your kids love about you? Child or children? We have IPO, Lover. That reminds me of Taylor Swift's song, Lover. Princess! Come here, please. Princess, come here, please. Thank you. Come on. Hey. Hey. Princess. Hello. Get your butt over here, please. Come on. She's being extremely stubborn right in this moment. Will you move your butt back over here? Come here. Come on. Princess. Hey. Hello. Get over here, please. Yeah, see, all I gotta do is stand up and take that step, and she's like, oh, now I'm coming. Get over here. Jeez. Sorry about that. Anyway, it reminds me of Taylor Swift's song, Lover. This is our house. We make the rules. I feel like your kids love the fact that they get to be a deciding factor on certain decisions that go on inside your household. That they're included. That they aren't an afterthought. That you look for their opinion on things too, and that you guys discuss things as family, and they're equally respected. IPO. They love that you guys always talk things out, that you have a very good ability to be able to repair and heal things between you. That no matter what happens, you always seem to come back to life as well. For some of you, you may have had a few rough breakups, because some of you could actually be single parents in this pile, and you may have had a few rough breakups. They love that you communicate with them and that you are able to repair yourself from whatever it is that life may throw your way. Even if it's not breakups, it may be something else that has caused pain or damage in some way, and that you're able to bring yourself back from it. But you're not just able to bring yourself back from it, you also discuss these things from them, or with them, so they learn a lot from you as well. They also love that they have a safe space within your home where they're able to kind of explore things and try things out that not every parent would be okay with. Because I feel like you guys are the types of parents that prefer your children to have a safe space to do things, and you also prefer to keep things honest and truthful in your communication with each other, 444, instead of them feeling like they have to hide things from you. You don't hide things from them, and they also feel very comfortable in not hiding things from you. They may really love, if you guys are advocates for LGBTQ, or if you guys yourself are part of that group, they may really love that. Um, they love your colorful attitude and personality. They also love that they know with you, after every storm, they know everything will get better. You're somebody that really makes them feel calm and assured and confident that everything will get better again. They also really love that they're allowed to be very colorful in your space, very much themselves. If you guys have a lot of different colors in your house, like a lot of colorful decorations, or if you have a lot of like their artwork hanging in your house, and it doesn't have to be perfect, or if you have like a lot of different paint colors going on in your house, things like that, they really love that as well, that it's so creative of a space and that they're allowed to create in it too. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. He who wants the rose must respect the thorns. They love that you have self-respect. They love that you have confidence. They love that you know your value and you know your worth. And then you're not just going to put up with anything and everything, whether that comes from them or whether that comes from your partner or whether that comes from family or friends. You're not somebody who's just going to put up with anything or everything that comes your way, 41. You're somebody that kind of demands that respect. And not just for yourself, but for them as well, because you see them, 644, as people. Not just as children, but as people. And so say that somebody that's older is in your house and they're like, well, you need to respect your elders. But they were just being disrespectful to your children, which is why your child might have disrespected them. You're somebody who's going to stand up for what's right in that situation. And you're not just going to tell your kid, yeah, you're supposed to be respecting your elders, even though your elders aren't showing you that respect themselves. And that's where you learn it from. If you're somebody who spends a lot of time outside, they really love that too. Or if you do something with metalworking or woodworking, they may really love that. Some of you may have a very strong love for like the Native American time periods or for indigenous peoples in general. Follow your arrow wherever it points. That song's coming to mind too. Who sings that? It's the same person that sings Mind Your Own Biscuits. You're somebody who believes that everybody is on their own path and everybody needs to make their own decisions, and you don't try to force them or control them in their decisions. I feel like you're somebody that has extra options for them when it comes to certain things that need to be done. It kind of reminds me of when my youngest daughter was a little bit younger and she was having some UTIs and she really didn't want the medicine. And literally, you would have to tackle her to the floor and shove it down her throat if you wanted her to take it. I did that a couple times and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I gave her the choice of taking that medicine, or we could go down and get some 100% cranberry juice. You have to be careful when you're doing that though, because it'll say 100% juice cranberry and it has less than 2% cranberry juice in it. It's like $10 a bottle to get the real cranberry juice. And it'll say 100% cranberry juice. Tricky labels. It's no wonder everybody thinks that cranberry juice don't work. But anyway, we can get the cranberry juice, we can get some apple juice or some grape juice, and we can get some water, and I will mix your drinks for you so that I know it has enough cranberry juice in it. And then you can drink 2 to 3 glasses of that a day and at least 4 to 6 water bottles a day. And you can get rid of it that way. But you have to be seriously drinking it, otherwise we're going back to the medicine. And so she felt like she had a choice in the matter again. She chose the juice and the water, and she did a really good job at it. So you could definitely be the type of parent who does that. Instead of trying to force them to do things, you give them options, you sit down and you talk about them, and you come to a compromise. Ace of Coins. They feel like they have a lot of opportunities with you. If you guys give them allowance for the things that they do, or if you give them like a list of extra things they can do to earn extra money, or if you give them opportunities or ideas to be able to go out and make their own money, they really love that as well. They love that you're very committed, that you're very loyal to them, that you're very respectful with them. They definitely feel like there's a lot of fertility. There's like a lot of opportunities with you. There's a lot of joy with you. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of stability with you. You may be very grounded as well. 9 of Wands. If one of your children has nightmares, they love the way that you handle this. You may even have like a special doll that they love, that you always know where it is anytime they lose it. Some of you, if the other parent is gone, you might have actually, if they're gone like at nighttime because they work graveyard, or if they're gone like they live in a separate house or something, then you may have actually given them something to represent their other parent that they hold very dear, and it may help a lot with those nightmares as well. You may have even made them a dream catcher, or you may have told them that this doll is a dream warrior or something like that if they have bad dreams. Somebody here might have actually rescued a child from a fire as well. They love the transformations you go through, and they definitely love the fact, once again, that no matter how dark it gets, they always know that there will be light again. The 8 of Swords. For some reason, what popped in my mind with this is my older sisters used to play a game with me where they would tie me to this chair and see how long it would take me to get out. It was a fun game for them up until I started getting out in like 30 seconds no matter what they did, and then I was begging them to retie me again. They may really love the ideas or creative games that you come up with. In some other place, they may feel very trapped or regulated or stuck or bound by the rules in some way, but you make them feel more free. And for some of you, it could be that you're making them feel very stuck or trapped. But I don't think so. I'm feeling like it comes to dealing with that. Knight of Stakes. You help them quickly move through a lot of the issues or problems that they have. You help them to see things from a different perspective and to understand things in a different way. 5 of Scythes. Sometimes they may feel like they are butting heads with you, though. Like they're doing things that they feel like they need to do. They're doing things that they feel like they have to do for themselves. And like maybe you want them to do something else. And if that's not the case, that could be somewhere else and someone else that they're dealing with. It could be a grandmother, or it could be that you deal with that a lot with other people and you stand up for yourself and you stand very firm in your ground. And it gives them the confidence to do that themselves. That could definitely be it too. They love that they get that confidence and that attitude from you that they get from you. They may love as well that you are somebody who sometimes gets trapped in that feeling of feeling small or vulnerable or afraid, but you're able to work your way through that very quickly. And it may be something that shows them and helps them when they're dealing with that in their own life. They also love the way that you deal with arguments or fights or gossip or drama or chaos in your life. You may be able to handle it very effectively. They may even really pay attention to it, notice it, and he's got the video recorder there. Like, oh, If Tomorrow Never Comes by Norma McCarrick. It's a poem from 1989. If I knew it'd be the last time that your voice would be lifted up in praise, I would tape each word in action and play it back throughout my days. They love that you don't have too much pride, that you don't like to leave things in an angry energy, that you like to fix problems when you have them, because there may not be a tomorrow to do it. So that's what I have for pile 1, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you had to say about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, all those kinds of things. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and thank you so much for whatever support you provide this channel in return. The likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the timestamps, donations, purchases, or tips. Everything that you guys do really helps me out so much, you guys. And it allows me to be able to take care of myself as I'm here to help you guys on your path. So it really is very important, not just for you, but for other people that come here too. And I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and we're going to move to pile 2. Pile number 2. For you guys, what do your children love about you? Oddly enough, this ended up in my charm bag, and it was from a giveaway I had on here a while back. Myrtle Nagayan. If you have a very different or distinct name, they may really love that. Myrtle Beach is coming to mind too. You guys may be somebody who finds it very important to take a break, to get away, to have a vacation. You may even be somebody who saves up for those kinds of things. You may find it very important that you guys have some time away from the world for just you guys. They really love that about you. Heineken 00 with a star. They love your confidence. Oh, oh, it's magic, you know. If you guys let them get a cat recently, they may really love the fact that you let them get a cat. Any kind of animal, really, but cat is the one that's coming to mind. Oh, hey, there's another cat down here, too. I forgot about that. If you guys are somebody that likes to kind of drink socially occasionally, or you like to go out and have some fun occasionally, and you're somebody that's very confident in standing your ground on doing things like that, they do really like that too. You may have a lot of confidence in them. You may trust them very highly, and that's something that they really love as well. Hi, Hugs. Nice to see you. Remington Mag, PR, 6.5 millimeter. They love that you would be willing to take a bullet for them, that you would be willing to use a bullet for them. 22, 44. They love that you would protect them against all odds, that you would stand at the gates of hell itself if it meant protecting them. You could stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. So you have a lot of confidence as well. They really love your confidence. They love your stability. They love your strength. A little pussy won't hurt anyone. But big cats are very dangerous. So, they know that you don't look like much a lot of times, and that a lot of people underestimate you. A lot of people don't really realize just what you're made of. And they love to watch it, and especially the looks on people's faces, 46, when you turn that around and you show them exactly who you are and what you're made of. They love to see that mother bear side of yourself, or that mountain lion mama side of yourself. They also love that you are one of the most confidently assertive people that they know. Male or female, you have the biggest balls in the room. I've got the biggest balls of them all. 4-leaf clover for good luck. They love that you always seem to have good luck, or they always seem to have good luck when they're with you, or they may love that you're superstitious, or they may love that you make them feel like anything's possible. You may like to discuss things being real that, you know, other people wouldn't necessarily believe are real, like say leprechauns or fairies. Some of you could actually be Irish as well, and you may really like to explore that culture, even if you didn't grow up in it. You could actually be Hispanic or Italian too, or your heritage might actually be one that's very different than what you were raised in or where you are in the world. We have this Todd button. They love your curiosity. If some of you had to distance yourselves from them in some way, or allow them to live in a space separate from you for the time being, even if you didn't want to, and even if they were scared, I feel like they love you for the fact that you allowed them to branch out or to spread their wings and to explore a bit. 2211. They love when you cuddle with them. They love that you always have a warm meal for them or a good drink for them. They love that no matter how much distance is there, they know you'll always be family. Mods in arcade. (31798 944106 2211). There may have been some modifications to your relationship recently that they're really enjoying. There might be a lot more fun that you guys have been having together. 22 and 42. They really love to play with you, to have fun with you, to go out and do things with you. If you guys have gone out shooting before, or you have taught them how to shoot, they really love that about you. They really love going to the arcade with you, or if you used to take trips, if your kids are older and you used to take trips to the arcade with them, they really enjoyed that. Especially since they always felt like they were really lucky with you around, or maybe you always made them feel like they were really lucky. Knight of Cups. They love your big imagination. They love how you're so independent, fierce, and free when it comes to your love. They love that you wear your heart on your sleeve. You're so open and vulnerable. You are definitely anything but emotionally unavailable. You are extremely emotionally available, and they know that they could talk to you about anything, that they could cry in front of you, that you would be a shoulder for them, that you would be right there, the first one in line, to ask them if they're okay. 10 of Swords, even if they've hurt you. They love your unconditional love for them. They love that they know and they have no fear That no matter what happens, you will always love them. Some of you could have taken care of them after they got in an accident, or after there was a mishap of some sort, or when they're sick and they're not feeling good. The way that you take care of them, there could have been an extremely big betrayal that your child went through in some way, and you may have pulled them up out of that space of drowning. For some of you, you could have actually literally saved them from drowning, or saved them from some sort of dire situation. Page of Cups. They love that you care more about them feeling comfortable and at peace than you do about ordering them around as well. You pick your battles wisely, and they love that. They once again definitely love your superstitious mind, the way you think of things, your free-flowing attitude as well. You're able to adjust yourself, you're able to go with the flow, you're able to be flexible and adaptable in situations. They also love that you're able to speak the truth to them even when it's painful. And they love the fact that you are able to handle so many different things at once and still make time for them, even if sometimes they don't seem to make the most time for you. I feel like some of them might actually feel a little bit bad about not making a whole lot of time for you. They may even want to apologize or express love in some way. Make a truce in some way. 33. For some of you, they love the fact that you apologize. When you feel like you've done something wrong, or when you feel like you've hurt them, or when you feel like you've stepped over their boundaries, you apologize. And you make sure that it doesn't happen again. You take accountability for the things you've done. 9 of Stakes. They love that you make them feel like they can come back from anything. That no matter what's going on, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You make them feel like redemption is possible in some way. For some of you, this could even be people that are kind of like your children but aren't actually your blood children as well. For some of you, this could be a child that maybe got very aggressive with you at one point in time. Hi, yeah, girl Slay. Nice to see you. And you've made them feel like they can come back to themselves again. No matter how dark of a void they go down into. Some of them could have found themselves in some pretty severe depression at some point as well. You might be somebody that can really make them laugh or kind of get them in more of a lighthearted, childlike energy. If this child really enjoys doing things creative and artistic, whether it be writing or drawing or painting, I feel like you're somebody who really supports all of their efforts on that front, and you're their number one fan on that front. King of Wands. The way that you've forgiven certain people for certain things that they've done to you as well really makes them believe in the good parts of people. It helps them to be able to forgive in their own lives, and it helps them to be able to see things from other perspectives in their own lives. It literally teaches them empathy. And you're somebody who does a very good job of teaching them empathy, love, kindness, compassion, care. They love that you're very ambitious, very goal-oriented, very passionate about whatever it is that you do. And that no matter what gets in your way, you keep going forward. that you never give up and you never surrender. Regardless of how much pain you've been through or how much betrayal there's been, you believe in love and you believe in joy and happiness, and you try to live your life in that energy. You're also a very good teacher, a very good leader, and I feel like you're somebody who has had to learn a lot about your emotions and navigating your emotions, and I feel like you help them to understand their own emotions better as well. So that's what I have for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed that reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, all those kinds of good things. And if you guys did enjoy this reading, remember to support the channel. You can do that by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, leaving a timestamp, a donation, hitting the little super thanks button, making a purchase, even buying something from my Amazon wish list. And all of that stuff really helps me out, you guys, so much. So thank you so much for doing that. It helps me to be able to support myself as I'm here to support you guys on your path. So thanks again, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3 for you guys. What does your child or children love about you? Subway, my way. So you guys may allow them to have a lot of choice in how they do things, or a lot of choice in what you guys eat. You may make a lot of foods where they're able to pick their own ingredients and things like that. Kind of like there's where you can do an omelet in a Ziploc bag. So you take 2 to 3 eggs and put it and stir them all up. Put them in a Ziploc bag, and then you have all the ingredients laid out to where they can just throw their own cheese in it, or bell peppers, or meat, or vegetables, and be able to make their own in that way. Or if you let them make their own plate, instead of, when I was a kid, there was a lot of, for a couple of year time period there was a lot of difference in what was going on in our house. And during those couple years, our plates were made for us by our mom, and they were made in pretty big portions, especially for kids that weren't so used to having a strict dinner time and things like that, or especially for like my little sister, who was really little at the time, and then we were made to eat every bit of it, and we couldn't leave the table until we did. Sadly enough, I was doing a lot of like spitting my food in my napkin and running out to the tree out front and throwing it behind the tree, or sorry, when I was doing the tree, when I was taking my plate and dumping it really quick behind the tree, and then, or I was spitting in my napkin and running to the bathroom and flushing it down the toilet. My little sister, on the other hand, was not so lucky, because she was in a little tiny high chair thingy, one of those ones that you strap to the chair. And I can't believe I never once thought of, hey, take some of her food and get rid of it too. No, I was busy trying to save myself. But she used to shove it in her mouth. She'd sit there for like 3 hours at the dinner table every night. She'd end up shoving it all in her cheeks and her mouth. And then when she'd go to bed at night, it would all fall out in her bed. So anyway, I feel like you allow them to choose a lot of things when it comes to that, or whether or not they want to eat it. As long as they're willing to take a bite of it and try new things, you don't mind if they don't want to eat it, or things like that. They may also get to choose their rewards when it comes to certain things as well. You might have like a fun reward system where, kind of like in a classroom, where teachers will have a big bag with mystery prizes in it or something, or even where they got a drawer and they got a bunch of prizes there and they can pick a prize. So if you guys do something where it's like a reward system like that in some way, they really like that. It makes them feel very proud of themselves, and it makes them feel like they're getting something for the good things they're doing. 62, 99, 44, 19, 73, 91, 4727, 480, 109, 87, 2007, and 2017. There could be something that happened in 2017. So what's that, 6 years ago? Something could have happened 6 years ago. Something that really boosted their creativity. Or there could have been a gift that you got them. 35, 44. There could have been a gift that you got them that really boosted their creativity or caused them to dive more deeply into it. 555. It caused a very big transformation within them. All you can play, and it could be that you maybe had a very big transition about 6 years ago too, and started bringing out more of those parts of yourself inside, and maybe you stopped feeling ashamed of certain things or something like that, and it could have really helped them to see things in a very different perspective than they used to see things in. 24. Chuckies, all you can play. Some of you may have chose pile 2 as well. Need a break? Pause once at the kiosk. I feel like a lot of the people who chose this pile, their kids are really young, or they have really fond memories of when they were young. Make the most of your time by pausing your play to take a break. Then resume play by tapping any game to start. All you can play birthdays don't include a pause. You get to play for the duration of the party. So you might actually, kind of like in school, you know what, a lot of you in this pile could actually be a teacher, or maybe you have ran a daycare at some point, or maybe you've just worked with a lot of kids throughout your life like I have, because you guys have a very good system when it comes to dealing with kids. You're very good with kids. You guys might, work on something. Some of you could actually even homeschool your kids. You might work on something for a little while, and then you take a break. You have some fun. You play. You enjoy yourselves. Maybe even you stop in the middle of cleaning to sing and dance for a minute, and then you get back to cleaning. Or you stop and you go outside and you have a picnic for lunch, and then you come back inside and you get back to the cleaning. And when it comes to their birthdays, they're kind of like treated like the king or queen for a day, because everything's about them, and they don't have to participate in the chores, or they don't have to participate in working and stuff like that. They get the day off, and it's just their day for whatever they want to do. Maybe they even get to choose what you do on their birthday. Fae, like fairies. OF6CE, 2019. So 4 years could be very important too. 4 years ago. Maybe you have a child that's 6 years old and a child that's 4 years old. There could definitely be a lot of fond memories from that time period as well, if they're older than that. Star Dancer. You really do make them feel like they're very special, like they're very unique and magical, like they're very amazing. They really feel like anything is possible as well. You make them believe in very big dreams. Parking services. If you are somebody who chauffeurs your family around a lot, if you take them different places and drop them off, or if you take them different places and let them go enjoy themselves and sit and wait, 929, they really enjoy that about you. Maybe some of you spend a lot of time doing that as well. They really do enjoy this, even if they don't express their gratitude a lot. They're very confident that they're safe with you. And they're very confident that you won't forget about them when it comes to those kinds of situations. That you're always going to be there, and that you're always going to show up. There could be some sort of chaotic energy that causes them to feel extra grateful for that. We share in the joy of volunteering. So if you guys do volunteer work together, even if they complain about it or bitch or moan or something like that, they do absolutely love doing it. They really love, if you guys go down to like the animal shelter or even like a homeless shelter and you guys volunteer together at those places, or if you guys go down to the library and volunteer, or even if you just take food to homeless people or blankets or something like that, or if you have taken in a lot of stray animals and they've gotten to help you love them back to life, they really love being able to do those things with you, being able to learn from those things, being able to experience those things. And it makes them feel really good about themselves as well. Hi, Holly, nice to see you. So, they also love spending time at the beach with you or the river with you or near water with you. They may really love spending time outside with you. 4135. They love how grounded you are, how stable you are, how strong you are. They may definitely feel like you are their rock in some way. They love doing crafts with you as well, if you do crafts with them and projects with them. The Hierophant. For some of you, they really love what you do for work. They love the rituals that you've shown them or handed down to them. They love the way that you pray or the way that you experience life. They love the knowledge and wisdom that you have within you and that you're so open and free with sharing it. 222. They love that you're very stable, once again, as well. They may love your position of power or authority. If you have a position of power or authority that you're in some way, they may really love that. Some of you may feel like it puts a very big burden on them. But they really love this and they feel like it's the perfect fit for you. 9 of Cups. They love how you love. They love that you're very emotionally balanced, that you're very emotionally fulfilled in and of yourself, so that all of your fulfillment doesn't come from them. Some of you, it may have taken you a little while to get there as well. You might have went through a time period where you might have been a little bit more insecure about their love, but they love that you've gained back your confidence on that. They love that you're able to stand strong on your own when it comes to emotions. And they love that you're always there for them when it comes to their emotions as well. But you've also taught them how to be fulfilled in and of themselves so that they can handle things on their own if they need to. But they know that you'll always be there if they need you. So I feel like a lot of times you're like, it seems like something might be wrong. If you want to talk, I'm here. But you just drop it unless they actually want to go into it. So they really love that about you. That you're not super invasive, but they know that they can count on you if they need you. 4444. 10 of Cups. They love the light that you have within you and that you emit around you. They love that happiness seems to bloom and grow everywhere that you are. They love the sacrifices that you've made to bring happiness and joy into their lives. For some of you, you may actually practice witchcraft, or you may practice shamanism, or you may practice something a bit different from a lot of other religions. And you may have a lot of different rituals that you do, or a lot of different things that you experience, or maybe you even just explore a lot of those things. So some of you could actually spend a lot of time diving into a lot of different religions and learning about them. They love this wisdom within you. And they love that you have made it through your dark night of the soul and back out to the other side. Because a lot of you have went through a lot of darkness and came back out that other side, and they've watched this journey that you've gone through, and you have no idea how much they have learned from watching you and learned from your communication, because I feel like you share these things with them as well. The Sun. Some of you could definitely have picked pile 2. They love your forgiveness. They love the love that you have within you. You're like a hero to them in their life. And not just you, but their other parent. Even if you guys are separated, you are both like heroes to them. And they know that even if you are separated, you have a lot of love for each other and you have forgiven each other in some way. They love the sacrifices that you're willing to make for the greater good. You make them feel very loved and very important and like they're worth it. But even in this dark world, happiness is possible and joy is possible. And there's a lot of joy and happiness that surrounds them. And they know that that's not always the case. A lot of you could have went through a lot of darkness throughout your childhood as well, and you may not have had as good of a childhood as they have. And they're very grateful for the childhood that you've given them. Justice. They love this sense of morals and values and fairness and equality that you have, the way that you're able to make decisions, the way that you deal with situations when it comes to maybe arguments between them and a sibling, or even arguments between you and other people. For some of you, you have fought very hard to shine a light on some of the injustices going on in this world and to expose certain things that have been going on behind the scenes. They love this as well. They love how much you love, too. That you're very fair, very balanced, very precise, and very decisive. You're not somebody who's stuck in indecision a lot. You don't spend a lot of time ruminating about what to do or trying to decide how to do things or what's the best way. You make very quick decisions, and you make very good decisions. And you're also somebody who lives very fully in your truth. And you're very good at getting to the truth of a matter as well. And being able to pull it out. Being able to see the truth in a matter. So, that is what I have for pile 3. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it. Whether or not it resonates, what you might have going on. And thank you guys so much to whoever supports this channel. I really appreciate all your support. And if you'd like to do that, you can like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, a donation, make a purchase something from my Amazon wish list. All of those things really help me out so much, you guys. And each and everything that you guys do to support my channel in those ways has far more of an impact than you guys know. It helps me to be able to support myself as I'm here to support you guys on your path. So thank you for that. And I really hope you guys know how much I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.